right. Thanks, everyone. How you doing? You all right? Yeah. Cool. Good to be in London. I live here, so this is a very convenient gig for me. It's tough living in London, isn't it? It's hard to find a place to live. I was going to move in with my girlfriend recently. We couldn't quite agree on what to do. I wanted to get a one-bedroom flat. She wanted to break up. Yeah, she won that argument. Not bothered. Totally chilled about it. Anyway. So now I'm living in a studio flat, guys. It's about the size of this stage. They used to be called bedsits, didn't they? They've changed it to studio because it sounds better than wank box. It's a bit stressful living on your own. Ideally, I'd keep a gun by the bed, just if anyone came in, I could just very quickly kill myself. Lol. Because London's insanely expensive, isn't it, to rent? It's crazy. If I have a friend with a cheap rent, I know there's going to be a catch. If he's like, yeah, I'm paying $250 a month, it's pretty cool. I'll be like, all right, what's the catch? He'll be like, oh, nothing. I mean, you know, the landlord's got his own key. He comes in from time to time. It's a bit inconvenient. You know, and sometimes I wake up and he's inside me, but... He's like, but it's cheap, Nick. Beggars can't be choosers, all right? I'm getting used to it. And London's got so ridiculous. I'll be there saying things like, no, mate, but the landlord can't do that, OK? He can't just come in and start bumming you whenever he wants, all right? He's got to give 24 hours notice. Seriously, that is the minimum notice period to enter a tenant. There are cheap rents if you're prepared to, like, move up north. I was in Leeds the other day. I asked a girl there how much she paid in rent. She told me an amount so low, I couldn't even understand the figure. I was like, what is that, per minute? Then I took my London rent, typed it in to see what I could get in Leeds for the same price. You should have seen the stuff that was coming up. It was like penthouses. I was like, oh, my God, if I had that house, I would never go outside. Because I'd be in Leeds. Leeds' shit was the point of that one, in case you missed it. I don't want to single out Leeds. I've lived all around the north. It's all shit. No. I love the north. I lived in Newcastle for a bit. Any Geordies in? Yeah. All right. Bollocks. No, thanks for coming. It's a great town. It's a great town, Newcastle. I lived there for 4 years. How about that? I was unemployed for most of that time. Because you want to fit in. All right, thanks everyone. This has been very nice. This has been good, hasn't it? This is nice that so many people have come out to see live comedy. Thanks for coming, and thanks to the people watching at home at 2 a.m. after repeats of Friends. But no, thanks for coming because there's so many things to see now, especially in London, and everyone's reviewed everything on the internet. Like I was looking for my local cinema listings the other day, and a guy had reviewed the cinema, and I found myself reading this review, and I've actually printed it out for you because I've got a printer. And a lot of free time, apparently. This is a real review of Odeon Cinema, where I live. The guy had written, as you'd expect, the concessions are priced astronomically highly, but they don't search you on the way in, so it's easy to smuggle in a tray of sandwiches and a flask of tea. Who is doing that at the cinema? Can you imagine this guy on a date, like, hey, should we get some food after this? Don't worry, babe, got it covered. Yeah? Cheese and pickle, what do you want? Yeah. He'd written 30 reviews on Google, this guy, and I read them all right? Because he's a loser, not me. What a loser. He'd reviewed London Zoo, which I thought was a touch arrogant, you know what I mean? Reviewing animals. Like, yeah, giraffes, 3 stars. Yeah. Necks are a bit long for me, if I'm honest. Nice try, nature. But his best review, he'd reviewed a bar called The Flying Scotsman, and he's written, terrible beer, but one doesn't visit for the real ale. This place is all about the strippers. It's a bit sinister, isn't it? We were at the zoo a minute ago, you know what I mean? He's a bit of an expert. He's carried on. He's gone, it's very much girl next door, and a bit like watching a girlfriend strip, but the girls have had some training, so it's not totally amateur. All right? Good to know, mate. Plus, they don't search you on the way in, so it's easy to smuggle in a tray of sandwiches and a flask of tea. Thanks a lot, everyone. I've been Nick Dixon. Have a great night. That's it. Cheers. Thank you.